The EtherFi Cash Card is arguably the best DeFi credit slash debit card on the market. You can get 3 to 4% cash back on top of that. You can use 10% yield bearing stablecoins as collateral. You can spend the 10% APR stablecoin. So it's like having a 10% APR on your checking account, which is wild. You can refill it through any wallet that you want to, which is also nuts. You can have yield bearing ETH as your collateral. You can spend against eBTC if you'd like to, and never have to sell that BTC or even your ETH. And so it's great. And I'm going to show you how to set it up. It's pretty simple. So let's just say you wanted to open up a card. You click open app. From there, you'll have to sign in or set up an account. Fairly simple to do. The first thing you'll do is click, for me, personal. Of course, if you have a business account, there are some perks of having a business account. It's like a real business account, not just like a pseudo business or abstracted accounts. So I'll click personal. Then you'll have to enter an email. I will use one of my company emails here. So typing that in, continue, and then you will get a code. Once you have your code, just enter that in and you'll be taken to this next screen, which says if you want to set up this passkey, which makes it really easy to log in, you can. For right now, I'm going to skip this, but of course, if you want to be able to log in really quickly, I would certainly recommend setting up passkey. I'm going to skip, and then I'll show you sort of what the next steps are. Once you've created an account, you'll get this. I think the next thing is an animation, but we'll see here. So the next thing is all of these cards. So you can read about the club that you're now a part of. The club gives you some additional benefits for additional APRs. You can participate in campaigns. You can use this and that and these and those. But there is a club and there are some benefits. Also for EtherFi events at conferences, if you have the card and you are a member of the club, you can get in and we'll see what other benefits there may be in the future. So get the card. Physical card actually coming soon, which is pretty crazy. 3% cash back, spend worldwide. You get a vault. So the vault is really just kind of your account where you can put whatever assets you want in there and then choose which ones you want to spend against, which is pretty awesome. And then earn more, right? So there are often campaigns. Right now there are a few campaigns, but really what they mean by earn more is just having yield bearing collateral. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do here in a second. So when you get started, you'll have to activate your cash card. This is going to require KYC. It is a Visa debit / credit card. So of course you have to KYC. The only non-KYC cards I know about are just effectively like Visa gift cards you can fill at a very high fee using crypto. Those do exist if that's for you. But if you really want like a spendable actual credit / debit card, you can fill up from a non-custodial wallet consistently and not spend fees to fill it up and not spend fees to spend. This is kind of the way to go. So activate cash card. You'll verify your account. You'll have to enter where you are and then go through a KYC process. Now, once you have your account set up, you can see sort of this is a setup account that I have. You can fill it up. Now, adding funds is crazy easy. You can even connect one of your like MetaMask or Rabby wallets directly to this. And you can even log in that way once the two things are connected, which makes it really, really easy to log in. But let's just say you want to fill it up for the very first time. Add funds. Now, you can bank transfer in the future. You can also share a deposit address if you want someone to send you some crypto. But what I'm going to do is the easiest thing for me as a DeFi native and just send from my crypto wallet. So here I have Rabby on my browser. I'll just connect. Once I've connected, you can choose the depositing chain. For most of you guys, it's probably going to be Ethereum, but you can also deposit from Base. Then you will select your token. Now, you see a bunch of options here. USDC, USDT, wrapped ETH, wrapped EtherFi ETH, eBTC, EUSD, EtherFi, liquid ETH, liquid BTC, and liquid USD. Now, these liquid products, these are the ones that are yield bearing. And I'll show you why those are so cool here in a second. But you can also use these as collateral to spend against them or spend them directly. So spending against them basically means you use them as an over collateralized credit account. So it's as if you were putting these on Aave and then borrowing dollars against them, and you're spending those dollars. And then when you want to close the position, you have to repay that loan to withdraw your collateral. So you can use these and never sell them if you don't want to. So for example, if you did this with eBTC or wrapped EtherFi ETH, you could just put these as collateral, use these as the asset to spend against. And as long as they went up, you never have to pay your debt. You will accrue an interest rate, like an Aave borrow rate for that spent capital. But if ETH keeps going up, then you can effectively just buy things using the value of that. And that's, that is the dream, right? Just have a bunch of collateral that always increases in value and never have to pay back your loan because your collateral keeps going up in value. If you want to repay your loan, you certainly can. But once you've added the collateral, it'll appear in your vault. So here you can see I have liquid USD, I have USDC, I have some scroll, and I have EtherFi, the governance token of EtherFi. And so if I want to convert that USDC to liquid USD, fairly simple. Just go over to portfolio. And from there, you can see all of these liquid products under liquid. Oh, I could see them right here. You can see them here, or you can see them in portfolio. If I want to get market neutral USD, which is liquid USD. All right, so once you're here, what you'll do is click deposit, and then you will deposit some amount of USDC. So let's just say I want to send 500. So first you'll click approve. This is from my, Rabby wallet. Then approve, then deposit. Once that's done, I'll have liquid USD. Once you have liquid USD, go back over to your membership page where you can see your vault. And then in the vault, you can click add funds. With add funds, you'll see send from crypto wallet. From send from crypto wallet, select the network you're depositing from. If you got into liquid USD, this will be from the Ethereum chain. Select the token. And here you can see I have some liquid USD. So I'll select that liquid USD max and then add those funds. Super easy to do because all I'm doing is using the wallet that I've connected to send that. So I'll approve the transaction, or rather just sign this transaction. You'll probably have to approve if it's the first time. This is not the first time I've added collateral. And I think I'm done. So let's go check to see if it's in my vault after this. Oh, look at that. Done. All right. Done. So go to vault. And what you'll notice is now my liquid USD has gone up by $500 in value. So there we go. And if you want, you can check your transactions if you'd like. And now when you're spending, again, like I said, you can do one of two things. You can directly spend this liquid USD if you want to, or you can spend against it. If you're spending against it, you are paying an interest rate on whatever is being spent, because effectively what's really happening is the liquid USD acts as collateral. Whatever you're spending is being borrowed against that collateral at a certain interest rate, and that's what you're spending at. So do be mindful of that if you're using this as a credit account, that you will be wanting probably to pay off whatever you've spent if you don't want interest to creep up on you and potentially liquidate you over a long time horizon. So you can see right now I'm currently using direct pay, which means I'm just spending whatever the asset is. But if I wanted to use borrow mode, you can see right now there's a 4% borrow APY, which is really actually pretty good to spend against your assets, especially spending against like eBTC or liquid ETH, especially liquid USD, which I think has a higher interest rate. Yeah. So liquid USD right now has a 9% organic APR and then like a 13% estimated APR with all the airdrops and future things. So I'm getting 9% on my collateral and paying 4%. If I'm not spending too much, I can actually kind of get free money and arbitrage those two rates. Anyways, in borrow mode, click confirm. And now I'm spending in borrow mode. I'll have to confirm via email. So let me just do that real quick. And now that I've done that, borrow mode will be active in under a minute. Fantastic. Now, if you have your card, it's pretty easy to actually use. So cash, and then I'm not going to show you my full card, but this is my card. If I wanted to see it, what I would do is click on the card, and then got it. You can add it to your wallet if you use Google Pay or Apple Pay or whatever they may be. You can change, well, already you'll have entered your billing address. And if you want to add spending limits, you can. Clicking the card details, which I'm not going to do, will show you your full number, your expiry, and your CVV. So you can do any online payments you want, add it to your wallet. So you can go and like use it in real stores in real life. And then use this card really however you want. Now, one thing to remember here is that when you're setting up this account, you're going to want to use my referral code for one reason. When you use my referral code, one, it tells EtherFi that you guys came from this video, which is huge for me. And two, you get $50 cash back after the first $1,000 spent. Now, the cool thing about that is that I always think in, ROIs, that's a 5% ROI on that first 1,000. So pretty good reason to do it. And I would highly recommend it. And that's kind of it. I mean, it's super simple. I would also click promotions page because this will tell you additional ways to earn yield, additional ways. So like right now, there's a summer mint campaign I'm fairly certain I just qualified for that. So earn EtherFi when you spend liquid USD with direct pay. Earn EtherFi by depositing or minting liquid assets into your vault. I did both of those. So I can tell you right now, as this campaign goes on for the next 17 days, you're getting effectively an additional 4 to 5% on all of your collateral just sitting there. So my liquid USD is getting roughly a 9% organic. Now it's getting a 13% for the next 17 days, which is really good for just a checking account. And then whatever I spend, I'm getting an additional benefit. I think instead of 3% cash back, it ends up being somewhere around 5% cash back. One thing to note here is that the cash back is in terms of scroll tokens. Now, scroll is a layer 2 blockchain, I'm fairly certain. Everything has different names now. Like some are called layer 3s, some are called, some are their own layer 1s that also use ETH, but fairly certain scroll is a layer 2 blockchain. And that is a token that you'll get back. And so the cool thing, if you don't want to interact with Scroll, I think Scroll is kind of doing pretty well right now. The token certainly is doing well. You can convert it back into USDC, or you can convert it into whatever really that you want, and you can just use that as collateral. So if you're converting it to USDC, now you have more USDC to use whenever you want. You can convert it to EtherFi if you want. I'll just show you convert. Now I have all these Scroll tokens. If I wanted to not be long on Scroll, I can convert them to eBTC as an example and just like build up this cache of eBTC, effectively getting all my cash back in BTC terms, which is kind of nuts if you do this consistently. Now that's really it. I mean, it's very, very easy to use. Whatever collateral you want to add, you just click add funds. If you want to send it out of here, just click send. If you want to convert in the protocol or in the interface, I'm not sure if this would be a protocol, you can do that via convert. You can always switch between borrow mode back to direct pay mode if you don't want to pay an interest rate, or if you're willing to sort of liquidate that collateral to just spend and buy things. There's also some additional benefits with like hotels and traveling, but I'll be honest with you, I have 4 children. I'm a homebody. I'm not doing that much traveling. But if you are a traveler, and that is you, definitely go and check out those hotel deals and traveling deals if it may be beneficial to you. I think there was like something with flights where you get some additional benefit, but again, not my forte. Go check it out. And that's it, guys. Please do use the ref code. I'm going to put it in the description. It will get you an additional $50 back on that first 1K spend. And aside from that, the last part is if you also think that you know people who will use this, if you refer people, which you can do, you'll get your own referral thing. Click refer and earn here. Then you get 1% of all the money they spend, but they don't lose any of that. So the way it works is the 1% is paid back in scroll tokens. So they're spending real dollars. You're getting scroll tokens. They're not paying you, but you're benefiting from them spending. So that's a huge thing as well. If you're the kind of person who thinks that you can go out and like get some people to use this card, or know people who want to use a DeFi crypto native card, that could be a cool way for you to get additional benefits on your own card. So consider it. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.